Hello, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. Honkai Star Rail. Yep. Hey, Todd. Doesn't look like that anymore. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Sorry to disturb you, Cascade. Would you happen to have the time to meet up? You haven't left Chantel? I'm not interested in joining the guild. Yeah. I thought I made myself clear. There's something wrong with my body, so immortality, wealth, and fame mean nothing to me. That's not what I want to discuss, Cascade. Come meet me at the usual place. I'm not going to talk about immortality or silly things such as fame and wealth. How about helping out an old friend's last fickle request? I'll think about it as giving a terminal patient his final care. Terminal patient? I mean terminal patient. Did that
late. Where to now?
Did that thing make himself have cancer or something? Oh. Okay. The child stands alone in the place where Todd was always waiting. For some reason, his young face looks rather familiar. There you are. How did you turn into this? When the world happened? I just was a little sloppy with my experiment. An inevitable result. I thought I'd gained immortality, but unfortunately things were not that simple. My body, it keeps shrinking. My skin, muscles, organs. Indeed, I'm getting younger, you see, but this youth doesn't seem to have an off switch. You're de-aging? Kind of like the Vidyadhara tradition of hatching rebirth. Yeah. Yes, but so far as I know, their rebirths have a limit. Test results indicate that this de-aging process seems to have no endpoint. It won't be long before I'm illiterate and I won't be able to understand my own reports, which would seem no different from regular dementia. In the end, I might even become an egg again, just like the Vidyadhara. Perhaps I would become a human embryo once again. I mean, I'm not a Vidyadhara, am I? Isn't it ironic, don't you think? My wish came true, just knowing the form I thought it would take. The oldest stories in human civilization are fables that take this line. Seems like they aren't just a cliche after all. What can I help you with? Do you want me to fetch a healer from the Alchemy Commission? Please, Cascade. There really is no need for anything. Just coming to chat with me is cause enough for celebration. The boy cups his chin in thought for a brief moment in a pose that is beyond his age. If you really are sincere about helping me with something, just take me for a spin around the market, buy me some snacks, and have some fun with me. Don't doctors always say that when a terminal case is hopeless, to take them out to eat whatever they want, and go around and have fun? I want to have one last good time before I turn into a mindless baby. You'd probably go so far as turn into bacteria, basically. Bacteria.
Realtide Spring is in
From
season.
inside the pilot house came the general's battle cry.
It's got so much pep in his step.
Come on in.
Look how fast it's going. My god, I can barely keep up.
Did you hear?
Tuspia wrap, song lotus cake.
Wait, what? Tuspia wrap? Song lotus cake? Tuspia wrap, song lotus cake. Berry pheasant skewers, come and get 'em. Wait, is the store owner there just hawking the goods? It's silly, but when I was researching Shinto culture, I never paid attention to these street snacks. The guild never had much time for ordinary knowledge unless they were profitable. What will it be? Can you please ask for me? Oh no. It should be... I want berry pheasant skewers. I just want berry pheasant skewers. Can you please get me some? Is that okay? Quit being so childish. Buy whatever you want yourself. Yeah, buy whatever you want yourself. Yeah, quit being so childish. I can't help putting on this tone. I haven't been a child for so long that I'm not really used to speaking. Forgive me.
Tusk pear wrap.
Young
song
woman,
lotus cake.
is this your little
Guaranteed
brother?
delicious.
He's so cute. You can't be so harsh like that to a kid, or you'll scare him. Hear that?
Tusk pear wrap. Song lotus cake. Guaranteed
Fulfill Todd's
delicious.
wish and buy my berry pheasant skewer. Did you buy it? I haven't bought that yet. Quit dilly-dallying. This old timer can't wait around for you all day. Quickly, come on. Berry pheasant skewers. Berry pheasant skewers. I want Tuspia wrap. Yeah. Greetings, will I have some cheap but delicious lawful snacks? Are there any discount events going on? My dear customer, there are no discounts here. We already have the lowest prices in all of the lower food. We can't discount things any further. But speaking of events, our store is about to hold the competitive eater championship soon. Do you want to join? Oh, another one. Competitive eater championship? What's that about? No thanks, I'm just watching.
Tusk
Yeah,
pear
what's
wrap.
that about?
Song lotus cake.
Now that's a good
Guaranteed
question.
delicious.
We're holding this special eating event to celebrate the 421st anniversary of our store. 421 years, you'll be pitted against other competitive eaters around the Lawful and beyond to see who can eat the most buns within the time limit, and the winner wins a massive prize. Naturally, to compete, you'll have to pay a deposit first, but don't worry, as long as you win, your deposit will be refunded to you in full. This contest doesn't sound legit. Hold it right there. I know what you're gonna say, but that kind of behavior is explicitly banned aboard Lord Shinto. We really are just running a simple anniversary contest, and besides, everything's mega discounted. No, it's kind of like gambling, okay. Think about it. Just for just a small price, you can eat as much of these famous lawful snacks as you can fit inside you. Is there honestly any better deal going on right now in the whole universe? I don't know of any. So
Tusk pear
how much
wrap.
credit do I
Song
have to put
lotus
down?
cake. Guaranteed delicious.
Only a little. For just 1,000 credits, you can join in our competitive eater championship. I'm in. I'll consider it. Yeah, I'm in. Great. Please put down your deposit right here. Please wait here for a moment while the other contestants take their places. The contest will begin soon. Looks how our contestants are all ready. The 421st Competitive Eater Championship is about to begin. Let me go over everything for our contestants. The rules are simple. The contest is divided into 2 stages. Diplomacy. Wait, what? And combat. With that detailed introduction, I trust everyone now clearly understands the rules and procedures of this contest. Right then, let's get cracking with the diplomacy phase. Hold on, what's going on? I'm completely clueless. Sounds like our dear contestant Cascade still has some questions. Ask away, Cascade. I'll tell you everything I know and answer your questions one by one. What is diplomacy?
Tusk pear wrap.
What a
Song
great
lotus
question.
cake.
You may not be
Guaranteed
aware, but the Clown Knight's Compendium has a quote. The best offense prevails by strategy, then by diplomacy, then finally by force. This is the art of attacking. 2 armies facing off against each other will fight across all facets. This contest is just like a battle, so it's natural to draw on a book of warfare like this. So I started following the examples in this compendium over 300 years ago and introduced this set of robust and exciting rules to the game Diplomacy and Combat. During the diplomacy phase, you can use any kind of diplomatic means available to seize the initiative over your opponents. How incredibly strategic, right? What constitutes diplomatic means then? There's so much strategy I think I'm gonna explode. Ready to jump straight in and give it a try? That's the beauty of role-playing games. Dare I ask what constitutes combat then? Actually, this is the regular part of the bun eating contest. Easy enough to understand, right? Nope. Bring it on.
Test pair wrap.
Everybody
song
ready then?
lotus cake.
Then let's begin the
Guaranteed
diplomacy
delicious.
phase. Go and chat with your opponents. When you think you're ready for the next phase, approach me, and we'll then move on to the combat phase.
Test pair wrap. Song lotus
Alright.
cake. Guaranteed delicious.
Taciturn man. Are you my opponent? What do you want from me? Hi there. I'd like to engage in diplomacy with you. Sorry to say, but you're gonna lose. Let's wait and see. Side girl.
Wow, you're my opponent? You look like a stiff sneeze away from keeling over. Looks like I'm gonna win.
Hello. Let's talk diplomacy. Sorry to say, but you're gonna lose.
Wow, this outworlder even threatens kids. Wait for me. I'll show you how terrifying 300 years of might can be.
300? What? They've been eating snacks for 300 years? Oh, well. Cascade, have you completed the
Test pair
diplomacy
wrap.
phase
Song
yet?
lotus cake.
Not
Guaranteed
yet.
delicious.
Done. Let's get on with the real event. Already? Wow. Then let's begin the combat phase then. Contestants, listen carefully to my instructions. You gulp in anticipation. Seems like this ridiculously theatrical competitive eater championship is finally about to begin. You peek at the other two contestants out of the corner of your eye. The guy remains tight-lipped, gaze fixed on the luscious buns in their bamboo steamer. A look of radiant excitement betrays the girl as she also stares at the bamboo steamer. You can't help but start to wonder what the real motives behind these two contestants are. However, another loud announcement yanks your thoughts back to reality.
Ready, get set, eat!
The contest has officially begun. Seeing the other two inhaling everything before them like a tornado, you're unable to keep up. All you can do is grab onto your assigned buns in front of you and start stuffing them like crazy into your poor little mouth.
Let's eat, let's eat!
Yep. You eat and eat. After frantically stuffing your face, you are pleasantly surprised to discover that you've eaten 2 extra buns. You never realized before how big buns actually are, but the contest hasn't finished yet. Let's keep eating. You eat and eat. Once more you find yourself struggling. Despite sending down several more buns, you feel like your esophagus is all congested, like the Starsgift Haven during rush hour traffic. But Starsgifts fly up in the air. Do they really get congested? This metaphor isn't really the best. But you don't care in the slightest, because you need water. Stat, you've eaten so many buns in one go that you almost choked to death. And this time, it's not a metaphor. So how much water do you want to drink?
A sip. Drink as much as you want. Is now really the time to ask this kind of question?
Sure is. As the bun store proprietor said, this contest is like a battle. Every small decision you make could tip the scale toward victory or failure. Too bad you never had a chance. Victory was but a stray thought floating through your head. Your vision goes black and you pass out.
What's perfect? Help! Somebody call the Alchemy Commission and get a healer here! You finally come to. Watching you fall to the ground with a thud after eating so much, you really had us worried for a while there. Luckily, the Alchemy Commission's healers came to your rescue in record speed. You may not have won today, but seeing as you've worked so hard right up until this point, I've made a decision to award you a consolation prize as encouragement. Alright, you're still weak after all that. Go home and take a nice long break. I had to cancel the Spiritfarer that the Ten Lords Commission will be sending over.
Send away the funeral guy, yeah. Send away the Undertaker. From hero to zero.
Test pair wrap.
Oh shit.
Song lotus cake. Guaranteed delicious.
Alright, time to actually get something. Oh, Todd's snack. A snack that Todd wants to eat. It may be childish for a child, but it's just right for an adult. I don't know if you ate Tuspia wrap before, but it's delicious. Delicious. I haven't had these. But they're a bit hard on the teeth, so I'm not sure if I want them. Song lotus cake, well, no. Not as flavorful as Tuspia wrap. Ding! Steamed puffer goat milk. Oh, it's milk. So it's good. Thank you for stopping by. Hope to see you next time. Anyway, here you go, Todd. After you watch me eat a whole bunch of buns.
Did you buy it?
Here, take it.
Alright, let me have a taste.
The boy places the bright red candies into his mouth, one at a time.
It's so sweet. Most people rarely get to enjoy such a carefree feeling, except in childhood. Growing up, studying, working, always chasing this or that thing. Thinking about it like this, doesn't living like a long-life species seem hopeless? How can they put up with the endless repetition of life of hundreds of years? For them, life should be like this, candy here in my mouth. Sweet at first, but then soon disappearing without a trace, just to leave behind nothing but empty desire. And in spite of everything, I had always dreamed of becoming one of them.
The boy smacked his lips, craving more.
All finished. Where should we go next? I wanna go to the Exalting Sanctum.
Not that place. The boy vanished without a trace. Did he become an embryo?
It's getting late.
Oh, he's talking to Bailey.
Where to now?
Once you grow older, you simply have to step off the Shinto to take a look at the cosmos outside. Uh-huh. I've been to Pierpoint, Vonwak, Taikian, and even Punklord. By the way, if it's a foodie paradise you're after, you simply have to check out Banquet Star.
Banquet Star?
Uh-huh. By the way, kid, I haven't seen you around here before. I've seen you before though, Lady Balu. Please, no need for formalities. I came out here just to be another diner among the people. You don't happen to have any snacks in your bag, do you? Why don't you share with us what you've got? I'm sorry. I had a berry pheasant stew, but I already ate it all up. Ah, that's a pity. No matter. I'll be playing nearby here tomorrow, so you can bring me something to eat and come here.
How's it going, Miracle Doctor? Mr. Todd, you should get going. Just stop talking to yourself and running off, okay? Yeah, stop running off.
Oops. Here comes my guardian. That's enough for our secret conversation for today, then. Alright. Remember to bring some snacks with you tomorrow.
You take Todd to bid farewell to Bailu.
Now you're starting to get the hang of this parenting business. Running over to other kids and snatching away your own child. Speaking of which, this kind of thing used to happen all the time when I was a kid. Whenever I wanted to play together with the pig-tailed girl next door, my parents would show up like an alarm clock and march me back to my desk. And I always wondered, what if they weren't always bothering me like that? Perhaps I'd have sired several grandchildren by now. Don't think about what could have been. Where else do you want to go? Yeah, don't think what it could have been. It's like regrets. It's a real nightmare. Man, did it seriously kill my mood for playtime. Next up, let's go to luminescent depths when it's windy.
He vanishes again without a trace. Oh. I'm with him this time. Hello. The little boy sits alone beside the sea. Are you all good?
I'm fine. Just listening to the waves and watching the ocean. I've never felt so wide awake. Cascade, I feel happy. In this life, I've been far better off than most people who don't even know what they want, let alone how to get it. I became a published author, and I've taken on countless apprentices. I may have no children, but there are several of my students of whom I'm rather proud of. Best of all, I lived to see the results of my research, and got the answers to what all the scholars were vying for, despite it all turning into a nasty joke. So finally, it's time for me to say thanks to you, Cascade, for being there for me right from the start. By the way, I've recorded all the data from my experiments here. Whether you want to pass it on to my apprentices, destroy it, or even hand it over to the Shinso authorities, the choice is yours. It suddenly occurred to me that my teacher's final moments were spent swimming here with the fish in these ancient waters. And what of I? Will I also face such an ending?
The question went unanswered, and the child spoke no further. He's just gonna sit here? Gonna become one with water? Shredded notes of Scholar Bernini. A large chunk of information has been corrupted. Weak bay. The results of the review are out and funding has been held with a friendly suggestion to modify the research direction. They've started reducing the number of Shinso exchanges, and while I'm too lazy to argue with them, I have to admit that they do have a point. Indeed, there really is little commercial use for the study of folk histories alone, and nobody can squeeze any value out of the Shinso people. After all these years of academic research, I've finally begun to feel my enthusiasm and determination waning. No, they're completely exhausted, and what's worse than running out of funding? But now the question is, what am I going to do? Money's running thin and the manpower is tight. That guy Todd's just started a family, and I can't fork out for any overtime. What a junk topic this is, cracking the secret of immortality. I said it'd take 10 years to solve. Now it really is a joke. A large chunk of information has been corrupted. I kinda missed the ramen stand outside the library on Planet Blank. Probably, Banquet Star. Walking out from all that study to a warm bowl of spicy noodles in the darkness of night. What an experience. Extra garlic, extra chili, extra meat, please, with a couple of glugs of oil. It's the ultimate taste. Think about the trash we ate aboard the Shinso. Mung bean soda? Even the toilet would refuse to take that. Oh no. Also, I just calculate the remaining funds. It'd only be enough for extra garlic. Several entry data remains unfilled. I nearly starved to death, wandering lost around the streets of Starskiff Haven. A Vidyadhara brother treated me to a hot meal. I have to say that they really do as a people who have tremendous taste. After chatting for a while, I feel like I've had a revelation that I haven't quite yet figured out. Should I persist, or should I leave the Shinto with everyone else? No matter what, I know that I have to stay positive and optimistic about things. I have to believe in myself. Voice acting? I'm not voice acting. It's the game, I tells you. I have to believe that I can find the secret of eternal youth. I'm tired. So very tired. What a waste of space I am. I had dinner with my buddy. He paid, and we chatted about various folk myths around the cosmos. I learned that some tribes' myths of Fountain of Youth and secret underwater kingdoms share similarities with the Vidyadhara legends that Blank told me. But any connection between them remains to be seen, especially the past events about the Vidyadhara, which Blank said, well, they regard it as memories past, so it should be an oral history passed down through generations. I've never heard of such a thing, and the guild has no such record either. A daring idea now tugs on my grey matter. Weekly work plan, check over the Vidyadhara materials, borrow some Shinto classics, review the literature, resubmit my thesis topic. Record the Vidyadhara oral history, revise the thesis topic. After all that from the guild, My thesis into genetic longevity of the Shinto people has fizzled out. I knew it would. Next, they'll probably devote full resources to researching the secret of Foxian tails, but it won't amount to anything. Growing fluffy ears in the tail means there's a risk of uncontrollable growth, and their lifespan isn't very long, meaning their cellular vigor is severely limited. It's a shame that nobody believes me. Forget about it. Geniuses are destined to be lonely. Let's wait and see. Blank may look cold, but I never expected him to be so warm-hearted. Otherwise, he wouldn't have saved me back then. He took me to the legendary Skill Gorge waterscape. I had heard of such oral histories, but never expected so many physical ruins to remain. He also agrees with my views on recorded history. The past is more than just a random memory. It must be recorded in writing, so that more people can witness the glory of days gone by. The retronatal ecosystem of the Vidyadhara is really interesting. Just soaking in these pools leaves me feeling a whole lot younger. And as for the auto-incubation method of theirs, I got a tube of Vidyadhara egg extract, and to be honest, I was worried that my needle wouldn't penetrate the eggshells. On the way back, I ran into a vehicle checkpoint at the Starship Haven, which freaked me out. Luckily, I wasn't exposed. Sure enough, the guild has launched their new genetic sequencing project. There's not much time left for me. I read a few times to hurry up that kid Todd. He said he was all ready to go, but I'm guessing that he'll be too late. I guess I'll have to do this myself then. My skin has recovered its elasticity, and I have more hair in my follicles. The latter is actually a pleasure. I never thought that I'd be able to solve this thorny genetic problem along the way. If I can do it, then this alone would be incredible. I'm still not sure whether the cellular vigor can reach normal Vidyadhara levels, but based on hair follicle regeneration results, I believe they already may have happened. Once enough growth has occurred, it stops, and the next growth stage doesn't perform as well. The blank concentration is also below average, which I take to be a sign of insufficient extraction. I've talked with Blank and planned on visiting the Skill Gorge waterscape with him sometime later. I assume that he was quite pleased with my chronicle draft from last time. Eureka! I did it. This long Shinto trip of mine has finally reached its destination. Blank. A boss at the Cloudstrive Hotel came to visit this morning to get some customer satisfaction feedback. Blank. She didn't recognize me at all. She politely asked, "When is Mr. Benini coming back?" and was curious about why I was in his room. "I'm one of Benini's students," was how I answered, in a voice that sounded sharp but raspy. It reminded me of the trouble I had joining the school choir back when I was 14, and my voice was just breaking. After I got her to leave, I finally checked myself out in all my glory in the mirror. I was young, handsome, and sculpted like a statue. Once I get genetically certified back at the guild, I'll have access to unlimited wealth and power, and all the time in the world for research. I blank feel like I've forgotten lots about blank, and I blank have been so lazy and blank sleeping so long blank I can't open my diary as I've forgotten the password blank. Luckily I can use my fingerprints. What should I write? The bed in my room looks bigger to the naked eye now. Blank. My body. Something has gone wrong. The entry has been damaged by some kind of liquid and most of the content has been illegible since it's dried out. So this is what Todd saw in those those pictures. Those markings. So I knew something wrong happened. Yeah, he did it to himself anyway.
Go, Cascade. Leave me be here.
The giant is back at the sea, humming a nursery rhyme that nobody can understand. Every now and again, he seems to notice you and he looks on with curiosity, but before long he can no longer concentrate, as he's distracted by the fantastical landscape. The sea seems to be calling for the child. Is he gonna jump in? He might. But anyway, enough with that. Got enough plenty, I think that's the only thing. Let's do some swamp disaster. This time, I'm gonna do difficulty 2. Dang it, I had enough of it. I'll do the higher difficulty in my own time. I didn't want to do this, but sure, whatever. Alright, preservation. Actually, I was planning to go up there. But I guess I shouldn't. Nice. Nice. That's okay. Let's see. I was planning to go here and then that. I wonder if I still should. I still have to get the swarm. So this will still be my next spot. Oh. Anyway, it should be easy enough. I should be able to breeze through this. It's like a story mode right here. Preservation. Alright. Come closer. I'm not sure what's happening there, but sure. You know, I wanted this kind of luck when I was doing the hard difficulties. Not really that great for me, but whatever.
What was that?
It's your doom!
I'm on guard.
Let's just do it.
Luck of the draw. Freeze and victory! It came together.
A blade knows no. Your end approaches.
Lance of the Red.
All things human creations.
I'm on guard.
My turn. Choose me. It came together. Converge and awaken.
Lance of the Ready.
Wait for the ties. They come.
Will of Preservation.
Feeling lucky.
Now try again. Reroll. That helps. Break barrels, huh? Alright, it's gonna trigger my big lotos. Uh-oh. What? Felt like I didn't have much time. No, whatever. I think it's whenever I got those blessings and whatever, it still counts as time. Ah, well, whatever. I did get a bunch of stuff, so I'm not complaining.
Just as I...
Alright, gets rid of it. Oh, dang it. Here's number 4 as a tiny bow. 3 random 1-star blessing. I'd rather get more blessings than enhance.
I see through you.
It's time.
Wow!
Will of preservation.
Feeling lucky. Infallible.
Whoops, that does matter. No, this thing is often a curse. So no. This one won up. Black hole. Oh shit, I should have brought this. Oh well, whatever.
Infallible.
Take the spore. Oh. Invite the device assistant to arrange remotely. Take care of the surrounding swarm. Is this new? You slide your leather gloves on with practice as a roamer. You can assassinate the brain of the domain with your eyes closed. I'm pretty sure I read this before.
A quick divination. Together as one. My turn.
got you. The fight is set.
Propagation catalyst. Yes. The blast is nice, but catalyst. Yeah.
Infallible.
Will of preservation.
Feeling lucky.
No, this is the prana one.
We need a strategy.
Descended bug. Samples of Sanctus Medicus.
Infallible. Our fortune is clouded.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Luke, wait for the tiles.
Actually, this prana is not that bad.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
Together as one.
Lance at the ready.
All things human creations.
I'm on guard. Not a threat.
Mortality. Choose your strike. They come. This sucks. Wow.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
I see through you. My turn. Wait for the
Failed to send you. Savor it for me.
yin and yang.
Lance at the ready.
Is it me or is this prana stacking?
A quick divination. Choose your strike. Come on. They come.
Guaranteed to crit. Sure not. That's 390, that's not enough. Just get more damage. Okay, Genius Society Regular Experiments, Part 1. Don't think I've read this before.
Ron May has created a living being.
Herta's voice suddenly rings out.
It's an ordinary human, and I'd like to observe if he behaves differently in the 3 dimensions. I'll decide to name this living being Nobody.
The name's not bad. You can appreciate this style. I think it needs another name. You don't like it. Nobody? Change name.
I think so too, but it doesn't matter as long as it's fun.
He was consumed by amoeba slime molds right after he was created. Ron May sighs. I'll have to try again. According to the records of planets devoured by cosmic slime molds, the so-called pre-dinner ritual was actually a ceremony for the offering to freshen themselves and prepare to be devoured. Some travelers who misunderstood the true meaning of the totem reversed their knives and forks and waited for the match to flash 3 times, only to be consumed by the ancient amoeba slime molds residing within the bellies of the depth crawler. Wait, so you were already devoured? You get devoured again? Okay, path, maybe like this. Yeah.
Will of preservation.
Feeling lucky.
Oh, both lottos. Nice. I would like to re-roll it, but I cannot. Oh well. Pretty sure the pig will appear later, so.
Luck of the draw. Freeze and victory! It came together.
Nah, I don't want it to have a turn.
It's time.
A blade knows no mercy.
Converge and awaken.
Lance at the ready.
Increase max HP, not really necessary. Preservation, sure. 1 to 3 blessings as current one. That's probably the best. This is also good too, but yeah, this one's better. Preservation. Wait. God dang it, it's only once. Oh, whatever.
Will of preservation.
Feeling lucky.
Oh. Got the other 2 anyway. In case this is combat. Repairing curios. Repair a damaged curio. Spend 50 cosmic credits. Repair 1 damaged curio. Repair all curios. Can I see how much curios I have that's, you know, blown up? I have 2. Huh. I want fortune glue. I'm not necessarily keen on Medal of Glory blood. So, 1? Oh, I get to choose. Very good.
Infallible.
Schroeder catch. Okay. I like this one.
unbearable.
Oh shit, I missed. There we go. Let's get out with this one. I thought I didn't get enough. Very good. Remembrance, Beyond the Sky, Starbait.
Looks good.
Need to start making some money off these cornerstones. I'm getting a bit too much stuff. This is getting kind of ridiculous. Or whatever.
All things in this world have their laws.
Okay, that's good.
And its creations.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
It came together.
Might as well.
It's time.
Skill points consumed. In addition, consuming one skill point, the more skill points the character consumes, the higher the crit damage. Random enemy to receive spores. Do I already have spores? Let's see. Propagation. Seems all targets will gain one spore. Okay, so I already have spore. And I can just focus on this. Fortune glue.
Will of preservation!
Feeling lucky.
Combato bugs. Kill them. To obtain one random curio. Oh, I do want one random curio, but a blessing of propagation. Now let's get curio. Oh, okay. I was saying, I knew I saw something. No, it's destroyed. Select one and apply cornerstone. I'm gonna go here, so cornerstone will be applied here. Good, Praetorian. Now just discard one random blessing. No, it doesn't matter. There's no point fighting them. It's all lost this one. Ah. Yeah, I've been waiting for you. Yes, now get through. Boom. Now I need money. Give me the money. Oh, 4.
Infallible.
It's the same thing. It doesn't matter, it's elation. Yes, money. I don't know. Feels it's making it luckier for me on low difficulty. I have a feeling it's rigged. That's fine. Alright, I have no interest.
I see through you. Converge and awaken. No matter.
Let's focus on this guy.
My turn. Choose from strike.
You and Pete, the fight is set.
It came together. Wait for the tiles.
You and Pete me.
It's time.
Choose from strike. They come. Wow, my turn.
That's new. I guess I'll take it.
Will of preservation.
Feeling lucky.
No, it's these guys. Well, I can't really do anything about it. Well, hopefully I can actually do enough damage to them so that I can at least get 2. I might be able to
Quick
get 3.
divination.
Yeah, it should work.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward. It's time.
When they keep quiet. Luck of the draw, please. And victory!
Your end approaches. That paradox, savor it for me.
Oh, is that enough damage? Time to find out. Just enough. Get out of here.
My turn. Wait for the time.
A blade knows no mercy.
I don't have that much dot sources, so high chance of receiving a shield. Quake has a chance. Playing bleed.
Will of preservation.
Feeling lucky. Yes.
Now take a look at what he's offering. Apply 3 stacks of suspicion. I don't do dots. I guess we'll buy a curio. And I can afford all of them. Sure, whatever. Nah, don't really need it. Yeah.
Infallible.
Exactly what I need. I have a feeling the game actually knows. Don't really need another one, but whatever. Makes my shield stronger. Speed reduced. Click the enemy will not of a random type. Sounds good.
Be watchful, always. Infallible.
On my command!
All things in the human creations.
Lance at the ready. Lance forward.
300,000.
Wait for the times.
Nice.
I will dispatch you. The fight is set. On my command! Stay focused! In the name of preservation!
Converge and awaken.
I'm on guard.
We're not done yet! This ends here!
When they keep quiet.
What? That's for hitting me.
On my command! Stay focused! Time to finish this! A blade knows no mercy.
I see through you.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
We stand together in the name of preservation!
Okay.
When they keep quiet.
Okay, it's kind of ridiculous now, but whatever. No blessings in possession are swapped to random blessings with the enhancement levels retained. You can replace Blessings of higher rarity. I mean, I have a lot of blessings. Where's my blessings? I guess it's here. Nope. Ah, there's my blessings. I have 41 blessings. I mean, it could screw me up, but I'm just kind of curious to see what happened. Yep, loaded. Blessings lost. Yeah, I lost a lot. I still got my preservation. Oh no, I got a lot of destruction. But I do have all my stuff already, so that's a good way to get this, I guess. This path resonance. The data, the cosmos, is as varied as the stars embellished upon it. The original intent of the universe's creator was to instill patience and love into every ordinary being. Skrillum asks. Inquiry, Herta. What's the status of Nobati 2?
Well, patience is never my forte. He has ended yet another fleeting life.
Herta's voice is tinged with a hint of displeasure.
Everything went well, until he was caught up in some sort of weird war.
What kind of experiences did he have when he was alive? You're curious. How did he pass away? You're commiserative. I'll say I'm curious. But how did he die? Now I'll do this. I'm curious. According to the report, this subject has no significant accomplishments in his life. As for his interests, he loved eating flour-kneaded crust with spicy tofu filling. Ron May's voice trails off until she doesn't have the heart to continue. Flour-kneaded crust with spicy tofu filling. Is that a new type of pizza? A pizza crust with tofu filling? That's a bit weird. Tofu filling?
That stuff is called xiaolongbao.
Herta interjects.
I've tried it before, and it's not bad, although I hate fillings with spicy sesame sauce.
Conclusion. He had a taste for food, which is extraordinary for an ordinary person. Was it actually an ordinary person?
Come on, Screwy. You're simply too picky about dishes,
Herta retorts.
Our refreshments for afternoon tea are always Ron May's pastries and your aristocratic cuisine, served with machine oil. I'm getting tired of them.
As you listen to their casual chat, you suddenly realize that during the calamity that lasted 5 eras, the ceaseless battles between the two scourges plunged countless star systems into destruction. As for how many lives perished, the actual number is simply beyond your comprehension. Poor Nobati 2. You have walked far enough on the path of destruction. Which Aeon will have an audience with this time? Lag first time. I don't know what's with this place, but apparently it makes it lag a whole lot. Charioteer's Forge. A pure kind of hatred suddenly manifests. You take in the crowd around you. These crimes that should be judged. Deceivers. Two-faced betrayal. Absolute hypocrisy. And ignorant egotism. You wait in place until your desire to attack subsides. You believe you understand the art of violence. Your desire to kill will grow over time, and you yearn to encounter the things you hate again. Yes, I hate my family. Yes, I hate the people I've loved. No, I've long forgiven everything. I'm not sure which one I should pick. These are basically the same. I've forgiven everything, I guess? I'm not sure how I should feel. At this moment, another type of light envelops you, appeasing your intense hatred all at once. Everything becomes peaceful. Your mind, your actions, and even your emotions are smoothed by the Aeon with threads. Aeon with threads? Okay. However, your burning desire to fight will never be dampened. You suddenly find the idea of trailblazing for the sake of destruction to be acceptable. Oh. What are you doing? Ruanmei frowns. The soul of the universe I cultivate is very stable. I believe destruction will never appear here. Oh, I'd really love to see what's on Cascade's mind. Herta scrunches her nose mischievously. And Nook is the youngest Aeon. Youngest? So they can't possibly have anything to do with the swarm disaster. I don't even dare imagine the Antimatter Legion becoming part of this disaster. Well, that's new. I didn't know it was the youngest. Path, bam, 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 bam. I want to do this, but yeah, man. Well, maybe I should. Bam, 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 bam. New Soul currently possess cosmic fragments. For over 100 cosmic fragments lost in this way, increase all characters crit damage by 24%. Excuse me, what? Hold that thought. Charges do drop based on current HP. I'll just take this first. Gain a shield, 20% max HP lasting for 1 turn. I'll take this too. Alright. I'll buy that. Imagine how powerful it would be if I actually had all my money still.
Will of preservation.
Feeling lucky.
Third Praetorian. This one. And this one. This.
Luck of the draw. Freeze and victory! All things human creations. No matter. Wait for the tiles. I see through you. Together as one.
You get 2. But I'm not sure if that's worth it. Nah. Hey, it's the Knights of Beauty. Knights of Beauty to the rescue. Oh yeah. Same stuff. Obtain 2 blessings of preservation of 2-star or 3-star quality. Agenti. Ah, Agenti. Knight of Beauty will garner. Discard 4 random 1-star blessings. I don't need that. Discard all curios and obtain 50 cosmic fragments for every curio discarded. What? Accept any help from another. Obtain 400 cosmic fragments. Don't really need cosmic fragments now. Discard all my curios? Are you serious? I love my curios. Well, technically I don't really need them. But I love them. You know what, I'll just get rid of them then. It's not like I need them anymore. Yeah, cosmic. And that gives you the round shield. You can feel the glory from the shields, and you are shaken by the valor of the knights. After rescuing you from danger, the Knight of Beauty stares at you with melancholic expressions. One of the knights thinks you are unable to bear the weight of the curios, so he replaces all your curios with cosmic fragments. Hope you are satisfied with my help, the Knight of Beauty says reverently. I don't need it. Don't need the curios. Perfect. Now just get a whole bunch of blessings. I mean, enhance my blessings. Try to catch again. Oh crap. Oh crap, they're running away. I've done it anyway. Let's just shove this. Okay.
Feeling lucky.
Will of preservation.
Abundance, destruction, destruction. Abundance, I guess.
Looks good.
Marks of elation. I kind of want that that other curio that gives you damage based on the amount of curios you. Alright, the amount of money you got. That would be great. Okay, I guess we enhance all these ones, especially this one. Quick damage, sure. I'm all about the quake. Attacking frozen enemies, nope. Breaks an enemy, they become dislocated. Or dissociated. Doesn't matter. No, nihility doesn't matter. Dewdrop. That does matter. Sure. Defeats an enemy, enhance forward, breaks an enemy. I love breaking enemies. Alright. Hero consume the HP and 4 stacks of fighting spirit. Sure not. Equally distributed. Receives 15% less damage. Not like it matters, but whatever. But Inhalation, huh? Ultimate. The enemy also has a weakness, but it's damage deal 2 extra times. Ooh. Let's just shove it into one of these or something like that. Crit rate. Crit rate is pretty nice. Delays. Very nice. Alright, let's just delay them. Homogeneous nucleation. What does that even mean? Means they're about to get destroyed. 52%. Preservation, I guess?
We need a strategy.
Infallible.
Nah, don't have punk lord mentality. Oh well.
That paradise may be savor it for me.
Stay alert. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Choosing strike. Wait for the tiles. Gotcha.
A blade knows the fight is set.
All things human.
Oh, I thought he hurt me. But he didn't. It's just Blade has been consuming his own
Lance at the
HP.
ready. Okay.
Choosing strike.
Hasn't actually gone through my shield yet.
Luck of the draw. Please. And victory! I see through you. Together as one.
I will dispatch you. You impede me. Fail to set you. That paradise, savor it for me.
Gotcha.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Actually got 3 full Schwann's shield. Dang.
Come on. My turn. All things human creations.
A blade knows no mercy.
I'm on guard. Not a scratch. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
They come. A quick divination. as one. All things in this human creations. No matter. Sir, luck of the draw. Freeze and victory! My turn. Wait for the tiles. Wow!
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance forward. I'm on guard.
I see through you. Yin and yang.
I will dispatch you. Your end approaches. That paradise, savor it for me. Fail to set you.
My turn. Choose whom to strike. When they keep quiet. They come.
Hooray, we beat Swarm. That great being was devoted to becoming a master pastry chef. Scrollum turns the gears on his glasses, studying the details of the latest subject's fate. He declined the help from the superheroes, stating that he would only return to us once he had perfected the art of baking, and he believed that the key to tasty xiaolongbao was in the thin pastry. It's true, it is. Conclusion. Organic beings can be complex in their minds, which is highly commendable, states Scrollum in his refined demeanor. He pounded the crust and refused to leave his bakery shop, even when it collapsed from an earthquake. Will he return? You are suspicious. I want to leave a scathing review. You can't stand it. Will he return here? He won't be coming. Tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. However long you wait for Nobati, he will not come.
Why? Why didn't you just ask your superheroes bring him and his xiaolongbao back together?
Shihota asks.
But don't worry, for Nobati 3 will carry the will of his predecessors on his shoulders and live on.
That won't be necessary, replies Ron May. The experiment ends here. I'll choose another life form next time.
Is this the end?
Herta's voice carries a hint of reluctance.
Well, I don't think either Scrollum or I know you well. But it doesn't matter. The experiment is over. As for Nobati 3, Scrollum will be taking care of him. Well, those screws will take good care of him.
I'm not sure what the hell just happened. Nobody 1, 2, and 3? What the hell are those? Just a life form that they chose inside the simulated universe? Yeah, we did it with only one curio. Oh my god, I got so much blessings. Wonder if you can actually possibly get all blessings. I find that's kind of impossible. But, you know, it might be possible. Alright, so that's the thing. I do story mode for these. And then in my own time I do the difficult stuff. Just try to complete the challenges and get more bonuses and buffs. Well, anyway. What else do I have today? Oh yes, new teas coming up. Speak to Boss Do at Aurum Alley. As Aurum Alley's clientele continues to grow, so too do those visiting Do's tea house. Boss Do is especially proud of his tea shop's signature flaming potent tea, but in recent days he keeps getting negative feedback from his customers. Boss Do is determined to meet the customers' tastes and develop some new teas for his business. However, before he can release these new drinks to the public, he still wants to hear your opinion. Yeah, it's vodka. What do you mean? Vodka, baju? Bajo? It's vodka. I mean tea. It's not tea. I still can't sit down. Hey, Boss Do.
Want to try a cup of 90% concentrated flaming tea?
Oh my god. My hand-brewed flaming potent tea is flavorful and strong. Thank you for your continued visits. Would you like to buy some tea or just have a chat? Did you want something? Lately, I've been working on new flavors for my flaming potent tea. Innovation is the key to business, you know. Check out this new midnight cream tea flavor I just developed. It sounds pretty catchy and tastes great, but its color might be a little unusual with so many ingredients. What, does it look like it? A rainbow colored, like one of those, the water with a lot of chemicals inside? But of course, I can't just brag about it like this and call it a done job. I need feedback and suggestions from my customers. Since you're here, why not try my new midnight cream tea and let me know what you think? I'd love to, if it's free. Can you guarantee my safety? No. I'd like it if it's free. Fuck safety. Of course it's free. If I can't cover the costs of research, development, and preliminary testing, what kind of business am I running? Wait a few moments. Your tea will be ready in no time. Boss Do pours the midnight cream tea into your teacup. Please enjoy. Alright. Drink it up in one gulp. Yeah. You pick up the teacup, remove the lid, and gaze at the questionable blue-purple liquid in the cup. You can't help but hesitate for a moment. As I said, at least it's not rainbow colored. If it's rainbow colored, then probably not. The color of the new flaming potent tea reminds you of the magnificent yet eerie starry sky outside the Astral Express. It is so sweet and magnificent that it inspires a sense of awe, even fear. But then again, if the starry sky were no longer quiet, it would be even more frightening. Boss Do's smiling gaze snaps you back from the fearsome abyss, although you are not sure if he's pulling you away from it or pushing you towards it. In the end, you muster up your courage, stare directly at the flaming potent tea and your inner fears, pinch your nose, and just like that, drink it up. You taste the tea carefully, savoring its rich, creamy aroma and sweetness of the fresh, fruity juice. There seems to be nothing wrong with this tea, except for the fruit pulp getting stuck between your teeth. But then, you suddenly realize that it doesn't taste like it's flaming at all. What kind of flaming potent tea would it be without that spicy kick? How does it taste? Do you like it? It tastes good, but not flaming at all. What kind of flaming potent tea doesn't have a burning kick? Yeah, I thought it tasted good and had a unique look, but now that you mention it, it really doesn't have anything to do with flaming potent tea. Thank you for reminding me. Otherwise, I'd have started selling it, and my tea house would have been reduced to an ordinary beverage store with no special features. That's simply unacceptable, even though you made a good drink. Looks like I've got to develop more new flavors. But unfortunately, not all my customers have the time to give me their feedback. Just call me, I'll be here every time. How could I possibly forget you, Cascade? Why don't you try my new products and give me your thoughts? You receive compensation for your help, of course. Compensation? Sure, leave it to me. I treat you as a friend, but you treat me like a worker for hire. Which I like. Don't worry, we business people are most reliable. I'll definitely make it worth your while. Well, this tea isn't up to par today, it seems. I'll give you a call once I've come up with something new. And that's a great jump to just drink tea and just be a sampler. Sounds fantastic. Unless, you know, you get food poisoning, then it's not so fantastic. But other than that, it's pretty great. Okay. Use ultimate deal follow blow. Oh, I'll just eventually do that. Right. Let's go to the parlor car and talk to Pom Pom. Maybe he has something new for me. Hey, Pom Pom.
Cascade,
What's wrong?
the lights around here seem a little dull. I should consult someone on this. Hey, Cascade, you're here just at the right time. Please offer your unbiased answer to my question. Do you think the lights on this coach are too dull?
Extremely dull. I like them. There's nothing special about them.
That means they are dull.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's nothing special about him. See what his response is.
That's very harsh of you, Cascade. Only extreme dullness can make you think that way. March has been complaining that the lights in the coaches are too simple and boring. As a conductor, I'm very bothered by it. I've secretly formulated some lighting plans, but I haven't found the right person who can evaluate the lighting effects. Since you're here, Cascade, I'll count on you to help me. Please wait for me to adjust the lights. Everything's ready. These colorways are carefully selected by me. Please tell me what you think about them, Cascade.
Oh, try the disco colorway.
Hehe, it's a masterpiece I created after lots of study and practice. Don't blink, and get ready to be blown away.
Various rays of flickering light and vibrant colors take over the express and turn it into a nightclub.
I reckon this is what a disco looks like. My head is spinning.
Try the melancholic colorway. I would love to see it.
It's hard to define the color of melancholy. I only had the inspiration after reading countless poems.
The surroundings suddenly plunge into total darkness. Well, that's real melancholy.
Well, nighttime represents melancholy the best. It gives off a nice vibe, doesn't it?
Do you have like a RGB type of I guess that's the disco colorway. Try the natural colorway.
Embracing nature is the best way to relax your mind. Must be very soothing to be under this kind of lighting.
In the flash, the inside of the coach is painted in a pure and intense shade of green. So it's just green?
What do you think? Makes you feel very close to nature, doesn't it?
No, it makes me feel like it's Halloween. Let's call it a day.
My vision is getting blurry. I guess that's all for today. I'm feeling a bit dizzy after looking at too many colors. Please take a break and tell me your choice in all honesty, Cascade.
Maybe in a future patch they'll actually implement that. So then you can actually change the lights. Disco colorway, by God.
Cascade,
I've decided.
Cascade, tell me your choice when you're ready. Please choose your favorite colorway in all honesty.
I like the dizzying and vibrant colorway. I like the energy-saving black. Energy-saving. Just no lights.
I like the green lane colorway.
Yeah, dizzying and vibrant colorway. Dang straight, nightclub time.
That's not the name of the colorway. Well, the colorway is indeed too flashy. I'm still a bit giddy now. Cascade, you've indeed evaluated the colorways carefully. The nicknames you gave them have highlighted their core weaknesses. Seems like there's a lot of room for improvement in my lighting plans. What? No, the implement. Hey, Yanqing. Hello?
Where did the Express's conductor come from?
From the cabins? Too bad, I don't know either.
At first, I thought Pom Pom was like the pet the General used to keep. Snow Moon. You know, a cute mascot
Snow
who's
Moon.
also a member of the family. Anyway, I soon realized that wasn't the case. Pom Pom has a strong presence on the Express.
Now, how's Snow Moon? I thought it had a different name. Like Q something? I can't remember. Is that so? Really?
Really? You don't use a sword, so I guess you wouldn't feel the presence of a swordsman in front of you. But after one look at Pom Pom, I knew they weren't someone to be trifled with. I think they may be more masterful than myself.
Oh, really?
I should go and ask Pom Pom about it. Maybe I could pick up a few tricks.
Pom Pom? Are you a master swordsman? Anyway, maybe you should listen to the radio. If only I could sit down. But this will do.
Welcome to the Inner Astral Peace broadcast. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome to a new episode of Inner Astral Peace broadcast. We are here to bring you the latest news from across the galaxy.
Signal transmissions from Eurilo 6 have been detected. This could mean that there are still survivors on the icy planet.
The Omen Vanguards have warned the Sigmar 3 galaxy about the potential spread of malignant silicone-eating bacteria.
The armed archaeologists of the Intelligentsia Guild have discovered a miniature galaxy on Helm. Further investigation is being conducted.
It has been confirmed that the Cremators are responsible for the Holstein aphasia. Galaxy Rangers have announced that they are working on retrieving stolen memories, and that the investigation is ongoing.
Let's take a closer look at the details.
A sales rep from the Eurilo branch of the Inner Astral Peace Appliances told us that signal transmissions have been detected from Eurilo 6, a planet that has been sealed under heavy snow for over 700 years.
The IPC responded promptly and performed an analysis on the signals.
The message that the signals contain states that the natives of the planet have survived the catastrophe that happened many Amber eras ago, and recently received help from a group known as the Nameless, which allowed them to put an end to the eternal freeze.
The IPC has sent out investigators to assess the situation on Eurilo 6. Let us hope the survivors can return to the path of preservation as soon as possible.
The Omen Vanguards recently reached out to the IPC and warned about the spread of a certain strain of bacteria.
Members from the Vanguards have asked the IPC to alert the residents that there are signs of an outbreak of a malignant silicone-eating bacteria in Sigmar 3. The bacteria had previously been seen proliferating in Molus 2.
Experts from the Intelligentsia Guild suggest that this type of bacteria can peel off the silicone atoms stored in the vast majority of silicates and silicone compounds via violent biochemical reactions. It will then use these silicone atoms to duplicate itself.
In this process, the bacteria will generate a membrane that is highly corrosive. When not handled properly, this type of bacteria can pose a serious hazard to health and safety.
The IPC calls upon the leaders of mechanical lifeforms in Sigmar 3 to take action to contain the bacteria and safeguard public health.
The spokesperson of the armed archaeologists under the Intelligentsia Guild stated in a recent press conference that a squad dispatched to Helm has discovered a miniature galaxy in a cave located near the planet's southern tropical latitudes.
The squad was conducting demolition missions on certain mountain ranges when they discovered a curious facility in the shape of a container. After investigation, the squad was convinced that there was a subspace field within the facility and confirmed its function.
The squad leader told the IPC that the subspace field they had discovered was in fact a miniature artificially made galaxy, and that they were fairly certain that it was still populated as they spoke.
As of now, the squad has been carrying out further work in an attempt to contact the galaxy's residents. We will bring you more updates on this developing story as they become available.
A member of the Galaxy Rangers who wishes to remain anonymous claims that the Cremators are behind the Holstein aphasia that occurred in early 2157 AE.
Research from reliable sources suggests that certain criminal groups snatched all the memories relating to language from the residents of Holstein via unconventional means.
The residents of Holstein have since lost the ability to produce speech. To this day, the Holstein Galaxy remains silent.
There is some good news, though. With the help of the IPC, the residents of Holstein have learned to communicate through written language.
And this is the end of our broadcast. Please tune in for our next episode. Thank you for listening.
Goodbye.
You know, I wish you could actually select which one they're broadcasting, because I have no idea if I read that before. Oh well, whatever. Moving on. Wait, what? Excuse me? Pretty sure it's off. Can I leave it on? Hello? Still on? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was kinda unsure if I've listened to that one before. Well, doesn't matter. Alright. Here comes the boring part. Me reading. Undestroyed notes. Have I read this? Let's say, notes that are not destroyed in time. Looks to be trying to obtain relevant information regarding the lawful Ten Lords Commission. Beyond the Cloud Knights, the existence of the Ten Lords Commission has always been a great concern before taking any action. Though everyone on Shinzo knows the name of the Ten Lords Commission, no one knows where its base is, who controls it, or how many members it has. Even though there are written records like the Ten Lords Commission's Book of Imprisonment that can be consulted, ordinary people might not even know that this office is not included in the 6 commissions. An opponent who openly bears arms can be guarded against. However, an opponent like the Ten Lords Commission, who seems familiar but is actually mostly unknown, is truly terrifying. Its nebulous status proves that its members blur people's cognition of them, further using some unknown means. Well, assuming it's 10 Lords Commission, then I guess there'll be 10 lords in there? Which I'm guessing are the judges. I must ascertain the details before taking further action, but unfortunately time is running out. Spiritfarer. Rumor has it that before the people of the Shinto fall into Mara, the Spiritfarers would come to guide them. Such rumors have always portrayed them as messengers of death with the ability to foresee the future and always appearing at the right time. But this is entirely groundless. The large number of Mara-struck victims that I have witnessed, testified for, and even dissected proves that even the Spiritfarers are powerless to deal with this phenomenon. It is only when it comes to collecting the remains and determining the cause of death that all the documents and research results disappear without a trace, as if swallowed by an invisible black mouth. Who are the Spiritfarers? Where are they recruited from? And what is their salary? Are they flesh and blood, or ingenium marionettes? Will they also be afflicted with Mara like all Shinto natives? There are no answers. Well, I'm pretty sure all the judges are meant to be ingenium marionettes. Judge, yeah. But are all judges Spiritfarers? Probably not, right? As the saying goes, better to lose gold and jade than to enter the shackling prison. Better to suffer disaster than to face a judge. When a judge appears, the screens all malfunction and ignore the commands, so none can capture the image. But I have collected many more eyewitness accounts of the judges than of the Spiritfarers. Perhaps their appearance signifies that things have deteriorated to an irreparable point, and their commotion and traces are so conspicuous that they cannot be concealed. According to reliable eyewitness accounts, the judges are responsible for capturing, subduing, and when necessary, killing the long-lived species that violate the 10 unpardonable sins in the Shinto legal code. Such targets are extremely dangerous, so the judges possess incredible instruments of punishment and sorcery, far superior to the Cloud Knight's weapons and armor. A sister among the disciples once described to me one of the judge's brushes. It could write talismans out of thin air, which would make the written words come true. Wait, didn't we see like a artwork for this character? With a bunch of talismans and a brush? Everyone claims that the Cloud Knights are the backbone of the Shinto's protection. In my opinion, that is just a front. The judges have far greater authority and power. As our brethren have moved deeper, the judges will surely try to obstruct them. If, regardless of cost, we can capture or dispose of one of them, then study their instruments, we may gain a deeper understanding of the Ten Lords' commission. Oh, you want to take down a judge, huh? This shackling prison. Calling them judge makes it feel like was it Final Fantasy 12? Was that where they had a bunch of judges? Committing any of the 10 unpardonable sins means becoming an enemy of the Shinzo. It is believed that those who do so will be imprisoned in the bottomless dungeon called the Shackling Prison by the Ten Lords' Commission. Some say the Shackling Prison is located at the bottom of the Shinzo. Yeah, that's how you get to be bottomless. In a vacuum, where temperatures are near absolute zero. Some say the Ten Lords' Commission strings the dungeon delves together like beads and carries them under strict supervision by the judges. Others believe that the Shackling Prison is one of the 6 Shinto ships dedicated to permanently suppressing prisoners. As for the types of prisoners being held, the information begins to become mysteriously muddied. Speculations abound in tales of extraplanar beings fiercely repressed by the judges, indestructible long-life abominations, ancient automatons who can overturn the Shinto, or even denizens of abundance who once fought bloodily against the Shinto. It's almost an encyclopedia of conspiracies. These tales are bizarre and none of them should be believed. The only common thread among all the tales is that the Shackling Prison houses extremely dangerous prisoners. This makes one wonder if one could use the prisoners as weapons against the Ten Lords' Commission. If the entrance to the Shackling Prison could be found, this is not just a whimsical idea, but a feasible one. For in the near future I will fix my regrets and witness the return of celestial traces. Those great evils will also become ants under my control. Okay. Majima's labor contract. The labor contract Majima signed with Shihong. Shihong evidently did not read it properly. Party A, Majima, Party B, Shihong. Labor contract. The purpose of the contract is to clarify the rights, obligations, and responsibilities between parties A and B regarding security works and to ensure the legal rights of both parties. Work. Party B will be hired as Party A's security personnel, responsible for performing security-related tasks. Party B must wear the helmet and armor of a lawful Cloud Knights officer during work hours to ensure safety and efficiency of work surfaces. Party B must be physically strong and able to handle fighting and carrying tasks to ensure an appropriate response to sudden and emergency situations at work. Shifts are set based on Party A's location and must not be called into question. Party B's salary will be paid according to remuneration standards set by Party A. Party B may encounter third-party interrogation in the line of work and must keep in strict confidence all work content. Leaking of information to a third party is forbidden. Upon resignation, Party B must continue to undertake obligation of confidentiality. Party B will not read the terms and conditions of this contract carefully and won't even notice this condition. Wait, what? Party B will not read the terms and conditions of this contract carefully and won't even notice this condition. What happens if they read it? Do they just ignore the entire contract? Anyway, breaching contract. If Party B fails to perform the duties and obligations stipulated in this contract, Party A retains the right to take corrective measures and summarily punish or dismiss Party B. Party A shall bear no legal ramifications should Party B be arrested for illegal activities. The contract period is 3 days only. Party B shall not terminate a contract without authorization. This contract is a duplicate, with Parties A and B each retaining one copy, both of equal effect. Decisions should be made in accordance with relevant legislation from the International Peace Corporation. Yeah. I don't know who they are again. I've forgotten them. Anyway, memorial to the illustrious officials Shao and Hong. In the battle against the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, a pair of Foxian brothers bravely sacrificed their lives. Their comrades wrote obituaries in traditional Foxian manners to express their grief and to commemorate the two martyrs. Shao and Hong were a pair of Foxian twins from the Dufeng Delve of the Luo Fu. All their family members were Cloud Knights. When Shao and Hong were 27 years old, their parents joined a military campaign against the Borisin and perished. After that, they enlisted in the military and became pilots. Sanctus Medicus led a rebellion when Shao and Hong were 55. When Sanctus Medicus rode a starship to attack the Sun Delve, Shao and Hong tried to fight them off, but met their heroic ends. May heaven mourn their passing. Shao and Hong faced the challenge fearlessly and sacrificed themselves for the greater good. How saddening to see two brothers joined in death as they were in life. Today, let us honor the two noble men whose achievements were as glorious as the stars and bring their spirits back to the old verdant home. We will offer them our humble tribute and continue to commemorate their noble deeds. Who? I don't even know where I got it from. The skull left rubbings of ancient patterns. Alright, yeah, this. The rubbings. Oh, shit. Ethereal shipcraft. Have I read this? Nah, well, I'll just read it. Ethereal shipcraft. According to the calendar era system used by the Shenzhou, the day of departure is deemed as the beginning of the star calendar. Hence, things that took place before the departure, called the history of the primeval Imperium era, are often neglected. It's not a secret that the Shenzhou originated from a certain famous ancient world before it departed. However, the coordinates of that world were either erased by the Shenzhou people or just lost in time, have long since become a secret and unreachable place. From there comes a myth that is well known to this day. In that civilized world, the sovereign whose name is no longer remembered eliminated their remaining opponents on the planet one by one, just like most other conquerors on their planets. After that, the invasion of an alien civilization took place. According to the historical sources we have studied, these aliens were born with wings and called wing weavers by the ancient people, the Shenzhou. In the battle against the aliens, the emperor discovered that the aliens hardly aged and could live on for as long as they liked. Blinded by greed, the dying sovereign yearned for eternal life. He, or she, as the gender of the sovereign has never been confirmed, summoned craftsmen from all over the world and ordered them to build the first version of the Shenzhou ship. Then the sovereign sent wise officials and valiant generals to space to search for the immortality elixir. For modern scholars like us, we know that the blessing of immortality is related to the Aeon of Abundance. Did the ancient people know what they were looking for when they departed? I'm not sure about that. Based on my experience, I think they were just pursuing an unrealistic goal based on the astral chart they seized from the aliens. So they conquered the world in their lifetime, in their short life species lifetime. Ga-ding. Lone Voyage Era. The departure of the 9 massive ships signaled the beginning of the Shenzhou civilization. The Intelligentsia Guild once had copies of ancient ship logbooks in their collection. Judging from the stamps, the ancient books could be traced back to 7 millennia ago if converted to Amber Era calculations. At that time, the ship looked nothing like its current appearance, and it was populated by a short-lived species, the ancestors of the Shenzhou people. According to research, the crew took turns to rest using a watchful sleep system to extend the service time of a generation by as much as possible. During the voyage, the Shenzhou people observed many cosmic wonders, such as the Void Song whales, the favorite of Astral Ecology School, the Star Wall built by the Amber Lord, etc. The voyage was not all smooth sailing, as the Shenzhou people had suffered greatly when facing 2 types of long-life species. One of them is called the Viscorpus, a peculiar creature with a gelatinous texture that is almost extinct today. It is said to be able to change its body shape freely to develop organs that can be used as weapons. Being able to traverse in space with its bare body is fit to be called a cosmic epidemic. So it can actually turn into a spaceship and fly around? Ga-ding. After eliminating the Viscorpi, the crew encountered the Heliobi. There are a few entries about the Heliobi in the Intelligentsia Guild's records. According to the Shenzhou people, the Heliobi are flames that can speak. Heliobi can suck the soul and desires out of humans and control them like puppets. I suppose they belong to the Shapeless Order and the Spirit Essence family. Toward the end of the voyage, the Shenzhou people met alien civilizations that could communicate with them peacefully for the first time. The IPC and Intelligentsia Guild. Isn't it interesting? We showed the Shenzhou people a new code for civility, shared with them technologies they had never seen before, and welcomed them to the big galactic family, and become one of the allies protected by the Amber Lord. Exchanging knowledge for mutual benefit is the spirit of the Intelligentsia Guild. Living and flaming catastrophes. According to my study, the 3 Sufferings era is the darkest time in the history of Shenzhou. In such chaotic times, even survival was a luxury to a long-life species. A reminiscence of the Fire Taboo Festival by Bai Shao, a Changcheng citizen, wrote, "During the 3 great calamities, the sky and the earth were on fire. Although many mighty rulers appeared, everyone was as helpless as pigs. The living catastrophe brought about the dark period, when everyone was as helpless as pigs. The long-life species had realized the grave social problems stemming from their immortality, but there was no humane solution. Soon the booming population led to internal strife. A long-lasting conflict ensued between the nobles that controlled the resources in society and the coarse that could not see the meaning of their lives. The conflict ended when the Yun Chuo capsized. It was not because people felt bad for the 130 billion innocent Yun Chuo souls that perished. The automatons began a massacre that killed both the nobles and the coarse for the sustenance of Shenzhou. Therefore, both the nobles and the coarse had no choice but to join forces to eliminate their common enemies. After the battle, the automatons were relinquished of their intelligence for good. Society became more peaceful due to the drastic dwindling of the population. This joke isn't funny. The Shenzhou people barely recuperated when the wing weavers, plunderers among the denizens of abundance that adapted to the cosmic environment the best, approached Shenzhou with their star-devouring Moldrasil. Just like that, the flaming catastrophe came. The Urumaton Rebellion. I remember that. AI took over, basically. A shot from the sky. One of the most common literature themes in Shenzhou is fire deification. In the era of the flaming catastrophe, a hero was sabotaged by the nobles and imprisoned. The hero later worked with Flint Emperor, the leader of the Heliobi, and destroyed the Moldrasil. The the Wingweaver's lair with a divine arrow. The hero's body dissipated, but it was not the end of his life. Instead, he ascended to become the Hunt, also known as Rainbow Arbiter by the Shinto people. However, there is no factual evidence to show that the hero is Lan. Almost all theories that support this assertion are less than credible, given that they can all be traced back to a single origin, which is the Ode to Rainbow Path. This is why the Alliance has not made its stance clear about this assertion, although it is widely circulated among the folks. Well, although the Alliance had never denied the authenticity of the fire deification myth, we all know it is equal to a denial from the Alliance's standpoint. So is the hero Lan or not? God dang it. Give me a clear answer. Mara and Null. Besides immortality, the status of Mara Struck is another taboo on Shinto. Although the Shinto people are tight-lipped about this matter, many clues can be gained from the denizens of abundance. Many opine that immortality is not a blessing, but a curse. This is directly confirmed by the mutations that can be observed on the denizens of abundance. No one would be willing to become such a monster. On the other hand, the Shinto people are different. Although they are also a long-lived species, they look similar to us, and do not look odd physically, which is quite enviable. Like how death awaits us at the end of our lives, it is said that the Shinto people might go berserk and enter a state named Mara-struck at the end of theirs. They'll stop finding life exciting and enjoyable and become overwhelmed by the regret and trauma of their past. Gradually, they will lose their humanity. This process sounds scary and ironic at the same time. Although they will not experience death, what awaits them at the end is something even more terrifying. Madness. I witnessed how scary it was to be Mara-struck during the recent incident on the Luofu. I strongly believe that it is not just a spiritual change, but the intrinsic nature they have had since their conversation to a long-lived species. Perhaps it's time for me to switch to a new focus on my research. Divine Root Subdual. According to the history of the Shinto, Yubi, the High Elder of the time, moved the entire luminescent depths into the Luofu Delve with the help of hundreds of preceptors. Cast Cloud Hymn to seal the ambrosial arbor roots under the water to prevent them from corrupting the folks with plague. About the actual means of sealing the ambrosial arbor roots, the history of the Shinto only describes that they are suppressed with Cloud Hymn. Actual record of the vastness leaves me even more speechless, as it merely records that the roots are suppressed with a secret spell. It's all because the long-lived species prefers to keep their technologies a secret. The so-called secret spell is actually a scientific technology of the Vidyadhara that is kept classified. After the roots were subdued, the Vidyadhara preceptors built the Dragon Vista Rain Hall and a statue to commemorate Yubi Sutuan. The preceptor that contributed the most financially engraved the account of Preceptor Sutuan, crafting a statue of the High Elder on the statue base. To my knowledge, many Vidyadharas loathe the story that praised Yubi for pacifying the 6 charioteers and creating a peaceful era. Their sentiment is not hard to understand. From the Vidyadhara perspective, they offered the precious sacred realm from their hometown and the ichor lines they took pride in. For an analogy, it is like the Intelligentsia Guild offering the rarest tome in its library in exchange for a place to stay. While the upheaval in the Scale Gorge waterscape was ongoing, my investigator friend and I did a simple research. First of all, we found that the Vidyadhara had indeed used an unknown technique to gather water around the roots of the ambrosial arbor, like how it was written in the books. Secondly, we discovered an amazing relic hidden in the depth of the water. I have no idea what Bernini took from it back then, but I believe I will figure it out soon. He took the sample of the Vidyadhara egg. High Cloud Quintet. The Intelligentsia Guild once witnessed and even participated in the multiple battles between the Shinto people and the denizens of abundance to record and interpret the Shinto people's tactics and techniques. The brutality and darkness of every battle had always helped those dazzling souls shine. In addition to the well-known figures like the 7 Arbiter Generals, there are many legendary heroes on the Shinto who have left their names in history. High Cloud Quintet is a historical story of the beloved heroes of the Shinto people. As members of the long-life species, they only had a short-lived brilliance, making their story even more splendid. When the denizens of abundance gathered a massive army to attack the Yutre, 5 heroes from different Shinto ships came together. Among them was a sharpshooting Foxian pilot, and a short-lived species that came to Shinto to learn. The 5 ventured to perilous lands and successfully killed the enemies. They destroyed the Incarnosphere, created by the denizens of abundance, and prevented the Yutre from collapsing. This legend inspired many Shinto poets and Foxian inertia, and their works made the 5 heroes famous. Unlike the historical background behind the story of the 7 Arbiter Generals, the story of the High Cloud Quintet is more like a heroic tale created by the folks. Unfortunately, their heyday did not last long. In less than a century, the heroes parted ways and passed away. There was even a dark prophecy hinting at depravity and betrayal among the 5, other than General Jing Yuan, who can still be often seen in public now. The rest of the group has faded into oblivion and is hardly mentioned. As a cultural phenomenon, the High Cloud Quintet seems to have always existed alongside the Alliance over time. This reminds me of a serialized novel that has been active for more than 30 years. There's a story titled 17 Days of Crown, which centers around a regime in the history of the Morrowind Kingdom that existed for only 17 days, destroyed by the Antimatter Legion. Despite the short reign, the story of the regime will never end. This is probably how the Shinto people perceive the High Cloud Quintet. As long as people keep telling their stories, the stories will go on forever, and so will the best times of the Alliance. After all, it is hard not to be entranced by the illusions of nostalgia. My God, my throat so dry. Preceptor Assembly. Now you obtained. Can you give me a clue as to where to get it? Dang it. Pretty much gone all the books. There's a few still, but you know. That's fine. Alright. What we're up to is Firesmith and Genius. After I read these, I might just call it an end, or I could explore Starskiff Haven, I guess, a little bit. Nah, I might leave it for next time. And by the way, when is the next patch coming? Next patch is coming... Oh, next time I stream. Okay. So I won't have time then. Oh well. Firesmith's Obsidian Goggles. A Firesmith of Lava Forging. Protective goggles crafted from dark black fire crystals. Through these lenses, even the flurry of intense sparks becomes a mosaic of dull shadows. Firesmith's Ring of Flame Mastery. A ring with a symbol of flames. Is the highest symbol of honor among the Firesmith clan. Firesmith's Fireproof Apron. A blacksmith apron without any superfluous adornment. The texture of the leather and the family emblem are clearly visible. Firesmith's Alloy Leg. A prosthetic produced from metallic alloy. Its surface is entwined with vivid fiery carvings. To the Firesmith clan, crafting unparalleled weapons is both their talent's calling and a lifelong curse. Ever since the arrival of the liberated Firesmith clan in the world of Warforge, their skills bloomed to the extremes, while also becoming tainted with the aura of destruction. The dazzling light of the furnace, the sparks of metal clashing, and the long-lasting forging process can turn raw ore into a fine weapon, but can also gradually strip the firesmith of their eyesight. One day at the bottom of a volcano, Foy found a deposit of rare obsidian flame crystal. From this he carefully polished a pair of protective goggles, which transformed the fierce sparks of fire into pale white silhouettes. However, the greedy smith was unable to fully escape his cursed fate either, burning everything he was into cinders in the ultimate fire. Foy deemed the Antimatter Legion in the Warforge as the raw materials for his creations, and himself as the rising flame. I wonder, is it possible to harness the power of a thermonuclear reaction in my furnace? Foy's pursuit of the ultimate fire came to an unfruitful end in an out-of-control thermonuclear fusion. He tried to use nuclear as his flame? By God. Why not just use the sun? A 900-degree kiln can turn clay into ceramic. A 1000-degree furnace can melt tin and copper. As one pursues a purer creation, one must also pursue a more extreme temperature. Creatures of the Legion crave for separation from the material existence, longing for the fundamental mutations that can only be brought forth by the scorching heat waves of destruction. A highly skilled master firesmith can raise the forge's temperature to unbelievable levels. The flame's black body radiation would exhibit the blue spectrum like that of a dying star. Firesmiths are also geniuses at controlling flames, but only the best among them are bestowed with a ring of flame mastery as a mark of their superb skill. The Warforge had long ceased to differentiate between the smith and the smithed. All those firesmith masters who had been smelting the antimatter creatures had also become parts of the weapons of destruction. The smelting depends on the temperature, and this temperature depends on the firesmith. This is a matter of fact knowledge to any firesmith who can control the art of destruction. The Antimatter Legion gifted the dying Warforge to the firesmiths, letting them forge to their heart's desire in a fiery world. In this scorching world of lava, as long as the smelting and hammering never ceased, creation and destruction were no longer polar opposites of each other. Surtur was especially good at using the molten magma that erupted from active volcanoes to infuse the Legion's creatures with a violent aura of destruction. Neither the bubbling of toxic gases nor the gurgling of magma could interrupt Surtur's concentration at the forge. The burning waves of molten rock would splash on Surtur's fireproof apron of giant fire lizard skin. The leather never lost its luster when the flames faded. A massive proportion of the Legion's fighting forces were repeatedly hammered and smelted in the forge until their flesh and weaponry were fused together under the hammers of the firesmiths, becoming weapons of destruction. This comparable power of destruction. The firesmiths who control the flames have never hidden the terrible aspirations they place in their weapons. In the old days, the prison masters feared losing the extraordinary arts of firesmithing, so they would employ the most despicable tricks to incarcerate the firesmith clan. All the chiefs of the firesmiths would undoubtedly suffer deformities in the legs in those days of imprisonment. It was the master of destruction that set free the imprisoned firesmith clan and bestowed upon them the mark of destruction, which in turn granted the firesmiths unlimited power. Despite their inability to move around like an able-bodied man, the chief of firesmith obtained true freedom, while he was no longer imprisoned, just for his extraordinary skills and talents for the art of firesmithing. The chief poured in all his resentment and humiliation into the forge, and would never be tired, not even by days of non-stop hammering. Upon one hammering after another, the once stubborn and proud antimatter creatures had to eventually change their form and give in to the remolding by the destroyer. Despite being free from any tangible cages, the firesmith's obsession with forging had become another form of prison for them, had it not? Flesh and blood are a burden. Forging is also destruction. The chief looked at the ever-growing number of deformed firesmiths and lamented. Is he made an emanator? They've given the mark of destruction. Genius of brilliant stars. Genius's ultra remote sensing visor. A pair of communication goggles embedded with ultra remote sensing technology that breaks through the shackles of limited transmission and remote distances. Genius's frequency catcher. A pair of gloves equipped with a precision frequency capture device, which enables direct manipulation of otherwise intangible sound and light vibrations. Genius's metafield suit. Diving suit-like attire that envelops the body when activated, sending neural signals from your whole body to the metafield in real time. Genius's gravity walker. A wearable gravity capture device is shaped like a pair of ice skates that reflects the star's twinkling lights during the quick gliding. It is a truth universally acknowledged that among members of the Genius Society, there is an overabundance of eccentricity and a lack of communication. Social interaction is indeed a burden for most people. Even more so for geniuses traveling between worlds. Elias Salas, a member of 56 and the second head of the Genius Society, once tried to resolve this problem. He ardently prepared communication goggles equipped with ultra-remote sensing capabilities for all members. Although he succeeded in establishing a bridge between the most distant of stars, few were willing to connect. Thus, the universe's greatest ever communication device was never fully utilized. The number you have dialed is not in service. Can't you just show a bit more commitment when you pretend to be an AI? Elias Salas sighed and understood that this indeed was a huge ask. But he got to give it a try, believing his technology would one day have its use, one way or another. How to slack off at work without being noticed was an ongoing problem for Stephen Lloyd, 84th member of the Genius Society. He was living in his foster father's fruit store. He made a pair of gloves that could capture specific frequencies and the escaping sound and light, allowing himself the pleasure of researching the stringed instruments behind the frequency fence. This technology could capture and confine all light and sounds within their designated area, and was simply inexplicable within the current confines of Aiden classic sciences. It was indeed an outstanding invention that could change the course of science, to say the least, but Stephen had no interest in introducing this technology to the public. After all, to him, it was just a toy he made to loaf on the job. Stephen, I don't know exactly what you've done, but you're definitely slacking off, right? Even though Stephen Lloyd was celebrated as a genius among geniuses, to his foster father, Stephen was just a child that liked fantasizing and goofing around. The metafield space created by a circle. Members 29. I remember circle. This is a speeder. Transcended biological race and multiple dimensions. Any living creature could synchronize its neural signals into the consciousness network, simply with the help of a diving suit. For these creatures that were unable to travel between worlds, this collective dream domain granted them a chance to connect with one another and seek peace and tranquility that were non-existent in the real world. Within this metafield of virtual data, these creatures created countless cultural assets, and a new order was quietly established. Just when it looked like this virtual Eden would finally replace reality, Circle, the net weaver of all creation, cut off the connection to the consciousness network, as if it had been one big joke. The entire metafield suddenly sank into silence. All those investors who would yammer about metafield space all day have all gone mad. The industry has been empowered countless times, but now the metafield is gone. People are prone to any supposition when they lose something. The metafield might have been designed to be a petri dish for the soul. Inviting creatures of various kinds might just be a ruse for getting free soul samples. Soul samples? The notorious Dr. Primitive, member 64, had spent his life running away from the interstellar pursuers for the great crimes he had committed. Dr. Primitive seemed to enjoy the thrill of being pursued, always keeping a carefully managed distance from those who are hunting him. Never too close to be caught, nor too far to be untraceable. He applied some kind of gravity capture technology to his escape where he was able to use gravity to wander freely across space. Astrophysicists from the Intelligentsia Guild could not understand the principles of this technology, so they merely assumed that it was something to do with the gravitational potential difference between stars. His pursuers riding in vehicles of the gravity era struggled to catch up to his speed, swearing to bring him to justice. Watching someone spacewalking should have been a feast for the eyes, a Galaxy Ranger said. Too bad that someone is Dr. Primitive. The Galaxy Ranger still refused to believe in Dr. Primitive's presumptive death and continued to hunt for him, even after he had completely vanished. Oh, so he faked his own death. Apparently. Yeah, we got 6 more to go. I don't think they're going to be adding any more new places. Well, at least new places with covering of corrosions and shit. So yeah, maybe I can catch up with that. Also, I need to spend my power on these. And I need to complete Simulated Universe. But that I'll do in my own time, and I hope you guys enjoyed whatever this was. And yeah, we figured out how to complete Swarm Disaster. Yeah, just do it on story mode. Difficulty 2. I could even go difficulty 1, but difficulty 2, yeah, sure. And then in my own time I'll do difficulty 3, 4, whatever. I'll do it in my own time when I've completed all the stuff. Man, that's a lot. Yeah, I need to be difficulty 3 and finish it. But yeah. Anyways, Peach. Unless I got new mail. It's nothing really. Unless I got new achievement. Lose the Shinto Lofu Competitive Championship. Yep. Dang it. Homogeneous nucleation. In similar universe, Swarm Disaster, roll the audience die. Preservation for a total of 100 times. Oh, okay. Elation hunt. Oh boy. Tasty Field Nutrient Bar. Anyway, Peach,